going on, Jerome's redemption song? It's all I ever have. TJ Hockenson is a top 3 tight end in this league. Is not 3, right? If he's healthy and good to go, he's going to be a major part of this offense, unless we trade him, as we talked about. But does need to step up this year, and yes, another year removed from Dirty Kirby Joseph. Yeah. I mean, Hockenson, before the knee injury, he was on his way to being a 100-catch, 1,000-yard receiving tight end, and he's one of the best in the game. And he meshes well with Kevin O'Connell. Clearly, KOC wants to highlight him in the offense. Plus, he looks like the logo. Hell yeah, brother. All that stuff, right? But long story longer, ESPN's Jeremy Fowler does a great poll up every year where we got anonymous executives, coaches, and scouts, and then rank the top 10 tight ends for 2025. Do this for every position. Sometimes they're wrong. Sometimes they're wrong. But it is good to get the temperature to how everyone else is feeling. So, first off, Brock Bowers at 1. I know that he's good, right? But this seems a little premature. You know what I mean? I mean, he's really good, right? And he's one of the reasons why I believe in the Raiders so much as a dark horse team this year. But I don't know. 1 seems a little bit lofty. Kittle at 2. I would have been fine with Kittle at 1. Laporta was really good as a rookie, was sort of whatever last year. Yeah. The Trey McBride is super underrated, man. The pride of Colorado State had a bust-out year last year. I think that, honestly, if he was 1, I wouldn't be mad. And I know that everyone's distracted by the new shiny object, Brock Bowers, and executives, coaches, and scouts aren't immune to that, but McBride's a dude, man. Kelsey at 5. I feel like since Frankie went to Hollywood, it just hasn't been the same, where it's like mentally, like early in his career, early Mahomes, win Super Bowls, like everything was dialed in, but last couple of years, for whatever reason, just hasn't been there. And I feel like age is certainly part of it too, but no, five's way too high. Andrews at 6. They were going to have him at 4, but he dropped it or something like that. Honestly, I could see Mark Andrews being traded before the start of the season, since they have Isaiah Likely rising on up, but 6 is too high. 6 is really a lot to do with name recognition on what he's done before and not what he's going to do. Yeah. Hockenson checks in at 7. So last year's ranking, he was at 5. Now, last year's ranking was at 5 coming off the ACL, but he did miss 7 games last year. But, I mean, last year, you just chalk it up to it is what it is, right? Because a bit of an asterisk here because of Dirty Kirby Joseph. And we know that, but Hockenson can rise on up again. Another year removed from that ACL, MCL, be good to go. This is what Fowler wrote. Hockenson's status within the Vikings offense was growing before a torn ACL, MCL suffered on a late hit in Week 16 in 2023. Stalled that. Well, it wasn't late. It was just low, and it was dirty. Up to that point, Hockenson's 95 receptions were 18th most in NFL history amongst tight ends. Also, remember, 2023, he had like 17,000 different quarterbacks. Returning to close to midseason last year, Hockenson still produced 3 games of at least 68 yards from November to December, but overall, he wasn't quite at full tilt. He was okay, didn't appear to trust the knee, especially in blocking, which is common for that injury, an NFL coordinator said, but I expect him to have a strong year. He will trust it more a year removed, and that offense is set up nicely for him, and he's got such a good feel for the game that he'll find ways to get catches. A first-year starting quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Also, don't discount what he did with tight ends at Michigan. So don't be surprised if J.D. McCarthy hits it off of Hockenson over the middle of the field, especially when he sees soft spots in zone coverage when Hockenson navigates it well. So overall, I feel like 7's kind of fair with him coming back and having sort of a down year last year. Yeah, playing about half the season, 10 games out of 17. So I think that 7 will be fine. It'll be rising on up because I honestly don't see Mark Andrews having a bounce-back year. Same thing with Travis Kelce. But the rest of them, I mean, McBride, Laporta, Kittle, Kittle at the middle, Brock Bowers. What is it about Iowa? What do they put in the water? How come they have good tight ends, but they can never win the Rose Bowl? That's it. But Likely at 8, Goddard at 9. Also another victim of Dirty Kirby Joseph, but also a little bit of name recognition there as he starts to age out. And Njoku in there, honorable mention. Kincaid, Fryerman, hey, no, this is the year that Dalton Kincaid's busting out, and Jonathan Josh Allen, and blah, blah, blah. And I buy Hunter Henry. Hunter Henry is, if you ever play fantasy football, you just know that if you're starting Hunter Henry, like you've hit bottom. You scraped the bottom of the barrel, man. He's gonna have like 2 really good games a year. You have no idea which 2 they're gonna be. Yeah, Evan Ingram, Komet, Ferguson. I think Ferguson's a little bit underrated, even though he's a stupid Badger. And then Jonnu Smith. Oh, Laude, I was told that Jonnu Smith on the Steelers was going to change the game. He was the crown jewel of that trade. Not a single vote for the best blocking tight end in the game, Josh Oliver, but it's okay. It's okay. Like we know what's up. We know that the Vikings have one of the best blocking tight ends in the game in Oliver and a great receiving tight end and TJ Hockenson. Together, they're one of the best tight end duos in the league. And everyone knows, like, the fact that Hockenson got paid and the fact that Josh Oliver got paid twice and no one even bats an eye amongst Vikings fans, like, we know. But Hockenson, I believe, hopefully he'll be rising up again. There you go. But your thoughts are thoughts. TJ Hockenson ranked the 7th best tight end in the league by anonymous scouts, executives, coaches, whatever. Let us know your thoughts, our thoughts, comment section. You guys are the best to do. Skol, production value.